Hello there, Pisces. This is your monthly tarot reading for February 2021. This is an intuitive reading, and the deck I use focuses mostly on personal and spiritual development. How I'm going to do the reading is I'm going to lay down 4 cards, one for each week of February, and it's going to be the general energy. And then I'll come back with 3 more cards for the beginning, middle, and end of the week. And then we'll top off the reading with an oracle card. So let's go ahead and get started. Universe, what does Pisces need to know? All the Pisceans out there, what do they need to know? Top of the deck, clarification if necessary. Okay, we get the Moon introspection. For week 2, we get the 9 of Cups, happiness. For week 3, we get the Way, pray. And for week 4, we get the Queen of Wands, passionate. For this first week, the Moon, alright, we have the 4 of Swords, respite. The Wheel of Flow, fortune. And the 3 of Discs, works. For the 9 of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords, perceptive. The 4 of Cups, withdrawal. And the 7 of Discs, investment. For the third week here, the Way, we have the Death card, transition. The Prince of Swords, cerebral. And the Resurrection card, evolution. And for our last week with the Queen of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands, victory. The 5 of Swords, conflict. And the 3 of Swords, suffering. Pisces. Oh, come now. Money doesn't buy happiness. Neither does material possessions, and we don't need to hold a lot of value to them, is a little comment that I need to say before we start this reading. It is the people. Okay. So, the beginning of the month here, we have the Moon introspection. A lot of times with the regular tarot, when you pull up the Moon, it represents dark night of the soul, a lot of inner trauma and all that. But for my cards, it mostly means going back and reflecting towards your root memories and root core beliefs of situations and using that in your environment to understand more of who you are and what you are wanting to achieve with yourself. The beginning of the week here, you're in the 4 of Swords respite, just taking that time out and really all up in your head and trying to, I don't know if you are spiritual or you are religious in some way, but definitely looking at the higher power, higher self, higher guidance with your thought form. Like, what would be the most loftiest way to go about this, the highest path that I could take in these situations, you know, with what comes here. This is a lot of healing from what is being brought up from the depths. Midweek, you've got the Wheel of Flow, fortune turning in your favor. With this, we have the Light, reveal, Ace of Swords, and possibilities. Okay, so you really have. You've been beating yourself up, sweeties. I mean, that's what this week is about. By midweek, you're realizing it, that you have really been holding yourself responsible for a lot more than you should be holding yourself responsible for. Holding these emotions, thinking you're saving them from other people so they don't have to experience it. But darling, they experience it anyways, and you can't do that for other people. That's their, I mean, and once you realize that you've been holding on to these energies, it is just a sweet relief, because with that comes this reveal, the light shining down and new possibilities are dawning upon you. So I don't know if coming out of this depression, this lack that we've been through. So by midweek, because here you're pondering it, is it going to be? Is it going to be? I want to know. And then it's like here, it's like, yeah, it's going to. Okay? And by end week, you start working, you're on the mend. You're starting to build again. You're starting to plan and figure out what is going to be the best ways to go about solidifying your life. Okay. By the second week, the overall energy is the Nine of Cups happiness, that your cups are going to be overflowing. You're like, oh wow, this is just like pure happiness. And that's the overall energy this week. The beginning of the week, you got the Queen of Swords perceptive, looking through things with a fine-tooth comb. Okay. Not leaving any stone unturned. By midweek, with all your thoughts, you're back into the Four of Cups. Now, Pisces, I'm going to get on to you a little bit here, okay? I am tired of seeing this Four of Cups with you, Pisces. Now, only because it's when you close yourself up, you know? And you seem to have a lot of that closing yourself up and not opening yourself to other opportunities. And it keeps coming up for you, this Four of Cups. So this is a pattern that I think we need to address. So let me get a little spiritual advice here. And how powerful is that? You got the Hierophant. You got the Crown, completion, embodiment. You got the Ace of Swords, realization. Okay, so here it is. I mean, I said I got tired of it, and universe is like, well, you don't have to worry about it anymore because this is them coming out of it. That's over. That's over. They took care of their base and ready to move forward. So thank you, universe, for letting me know, because I was getting a bit worried about you, Pisces. I was about to come and make you like some apple pie or something, tuck you in bed, put on your favorite TV show. Goodness. Okay, by the end of the week of this second week is the Seven of Discs investment. So you're working on where you're going to put it and where you're going to see the most growth in your life. It's not going to be wasteful. You're really taking it to heart here and making the best out of your situation. For this third week here, the way, pray. Now this is going to be inward talk, because we also get the truth, speak, which is outward talk. So this is going to be inward talk for you this week, as you know the way, and you need to start realizing it for yourself. Like, you can do that. Yes. The answer is yes. There's a couple out there right now that I'm feeling are asking. The answer is a definite 100% yes. You know the way, you feel it in your bones, and this is going to be you telling yourself that. And I mean, if asking universe, this is a manifestation card, so definitely ask universe, put it out there what you're wanting to achieve. So that's the energy this week. With it, the beginning of the week is the death card transition. I'm so happy to see that too. I mean, especially with this introspective and this beating yourself up and all that mess. Anyways, this is absolutely beautiful. You're seeing yourself in a whole new way. You're seeing what you can create, what you can give, what you have, what your worth is in a whole new way. By midweek, you're going to be getting some news that's going to allow you to focus more on the financial material side of things, and what you should do with it. Should you go after this, or should you nurture this area, things like that. So this is just you spending a lot of time thinking through the best plan to move with this transitionary energy. And by the end of the week, you got it. I mean, you had this thought process, and by the end of the week, you understand it, and you're going to start moving things around in your favor. Okay? By end week here, you got the Queen of Wands, passionate. So now you know what you want to do. The beginning of the week, absolute victory. Look at this, Six of Wands, the whole family and friends involved. I pulled a clarifier, and it's the Sun. I mean, that's money, that's resource, that's relationship. This is what everybody wants to pull, is this combination of the Six of Wands victory and the Sun illumination. Whatever you wanted, it's yours. Whatever you were planning to do, it's yours. You have come out of this darkness and this depression. You have stepped into the light, and you have embraced it like nobody else can. And then by midweek, you have a conflict. And of course, with changing paths and changing what you want to do, it's going to cause conflict with those that want to stay where they are. Okay? It's not your conflict. This is their conflict, not yours. About your stability, okay? Let them have their words. It doesn't matter. They only see from their perspective. All right? Don't take it upon yourself. And with the Three of Swords here, you felt like you were done wrong by somebody because you're dreamy. You know you're going, oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So, midweek, whatever this person has to say is coming from their point of view, their experience, their coping skills, not yours. Take the higher road on this, okay? When this arises, just breathe and know that you're not going to make them believe in what you are doing. You know, that's something they're going to just have to do on their own. That's not your responsibility. I know you hold a lot of responsibility for how people respond to you, but you can't do that. You just got to be a proud, I do whatever the hell I want person. Okay, and you do so because here, when you're like, no, that hurt. That did hurt that they said that, but it made you realize why it hurt. And here you are. You're like, you're rising above it. And with that, you see the Eight of Discs. You see all your gardens growing opposite to what they're saying. And you're back in that dreamy, you know what? You can't bring me down. You cannot bring me down on this. You used to be able to bring me down, but you're not bringing me down on this because I'm happy. This is my happiness, not yours. Okay, Pisces, remember that. This is your happiness, not theirs. If you want them to be included in it, then that's your choice. Okay, let's finish this off with an oracle card. It says, belief. This person. A belief is a thought you think so many times over that you eventually hold it to be true. It is something you have been practicing for a long time, and it always feels like the most familiar path to take. If your life is pleasing, stay with this. If your life is not pleasing, it is time to change your thoughts, thus changing your beliefs. Today you may like to say to yourself, I am not limited by my past or future thinking. I choose my thoughts with care and mindfulness. I regularly have new insights and discover new ways of seeing my world. I am willing to change and grow, even if this other people's are not. All right, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed this reading. That's what I have for you for this monthly reading. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go check out my other videos. I post weekly videos as well. And I will see you again.